Bro, you
I
gotta
just
get
need
out.
to know what the face was for. Like,
It just came completely out of left field.
you guys are wondering. Something like that. It's kind of a rough interpretation of the face, but
Go,
it's great.
Gordon.
Throw his ball out. Where'd it go?
I threw one out, but he just brought another one in.
He's fine now. He doesn't have anything else that jingles. So what was the point of the face?
No, I don't know, because it just came completely out of left field. It was like, Armin was talking about how they need to help them protect Eren. Right? Isn't that all he was saying? They just looked over and she's like... We're supposed to talk about that till later, but... It was kind of a thing that's like, out of this whole episode, that was the thing that, like, for some reason, like,
I think shocked us the most. It was just
like the biggest... Yeah, would have got the biggest reaction was that one face.
If we were doing reactions.
If we were doing reactions. No, to be fair though, without doing reactions, our reactions are a lot tamer.
Yeah, honestly. So I feel like, other than Yelena's face, the other most important part of this episode, which I think everyone knows what the important part of the episode was, Keith is still alive.
Yeah, I knew you were going to say Keith in his 5 seconds of glory. To be fair...
And they just left him in a jail cell, I'm pretty sure.
For some reason, I was thinking he got beat to death by the...
That's how it made it...
No, I think that he was alive, but for some reason, I just remember it as him getting, like, all his cadets beat him up, because he's like, bring it, or something like that. Yeah, and then they showed him on the ground, and for some reason I was thinking, oh, they killed him. But he's still alive.
No, he's still alive, and he's in jail. And they went to bust him out, and he was like, nope, just leave me here.
And then that was it. That's your Keith
and
cameo.
You know what? It was great.
Just leave him out of this, because you know that if he starts like playing a bigger role in the series, they're probably going to kill him. Yeah.
Keep him a little character.
This is really wrinkly.
You should have ironed it.
Oh, what's our background for today?
How about something like fun? Something like...
Volcano.
Erupting. Can you make it move? Can you make it like...
It is moving.
You have like the movement.
Can you get out of it? Stop.
He lost his ball in there.
You have plenty of them. It's gonna stay green.
Darn.
I'm too lazy to put anything up on it.
Well, if you're not lazy, put a shark or something.
Yeah, Keith had a cameo. The episode had a very long opening. For like 2 minutes, it was just replaying what we just saw, the conversation between Armin. This green screen is going to move the entire time. But for the first 2 minutes or so, we just replayed the conversation that Armin was having with the Anyan Compone and the rest of the others. And then they talked about needing to go help Eren. And they went to help Eren. Mikasa was...
unsure. She thinks that her headaches... Wait, what was that we talked about? Because Eren told her that because she had headaches. The reason she has the headaches are because she's an Ackerman and it's like her job to protect him or something like that. Whenever her and Armin were talking about it, Armin was like, yeah, me and Eren have known for a long time that you have headaches, so I think he just used that to make you think that that was the reason you had the headaches. And
then Mikasa, because then there's that scene, and I'm not going to talk about this for too long, because I don't really know what it was, but when they were going up, Armin said, could it be? And then it flashed back to them in the ocean looking over.
The end of season 3.
Yeah.
全部殺せば俺たち自由になれるのかまさか
Or there's freedom, or whatever he was talking about. And then Armin says, could it be? But then cut himself off and said, anyways. No, he was probably just saying you have headaches because we've known you had headaches, and he was just tying them in.
So I think Armin knows more. Like, he knows...
Well, I've already felt like that.
Yeah.
From the scene before. I feel like Armin's just trying to get them to take him to Eren. Yeah? Maybe?
Yeah, I think so.
They went out to help Eren, and then they found Zeke there, and it seemed like they kind of...
Like, they're not really sure what they're helping now.
Yeah, because, I mean... You gotta remember what Zeke was, like, everything he did in the end of Season 3.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? All the people he killed. Armin. Erwin. Well...
Kind of Armin.
Well, technically Armin killed himself.
I blame Zeke for Moblet.
What am I supposed to do?
He's having so much fun!
Just ignore him. He can play with the green screen. It's fine.
You can play with it, buddy.
Keeping him busy.
Yeah, really. Oh, we talked about Gabby's arc.
Yeah. Gabby has really been, so far in season 4, obviously, she's been the one, and this isn't necessarily a shot at the season, but she's been the one character that's had an arc.
Yeah. And
it's been really cool to see. And I've said since the beginning, I thought she was like, because I think I saw like what they could do with her, and I'd be like, this is really interesting. And they like completely played it out, and I love what they did with her. And take it from a character that you could totally hate because she's so like, you gotta kill the devils, and they're all like, she represented like the extreme side of this spectrum of characters and like loyalists.
And then seeing her talking last night about how they weren't really devils. That's not what they were. They were just
and it
people.
even used the example, or it even showed the bird cage, which is on the...
Yeah, they were in a room full of bird cages while they were talking about that. I thought that was kind of
And then
cool.
talking about how Reiner was right the entire time, his whole outburst at the kitchen table or whatever.
突然芋を食い出した奴がいた。教官が咎めると悪びれる様子もなく答えた。奴らに譲り合う精神などないからな。
He talked about how he was talking about Sasha stealing the potato.
Yeah, they were
It's
just
like they're all
people.
just people, and like her having that realization, even stopping Colt from shooting
Niall.
Niall, yeah. It's like that's like that's not like an extreme character change. And then Falco saying that he loved her.
That was so sweet. I have their names on my paper. Gabby and Falco, and it's just in a little heart. So I'm like, because he loves her.
That's
And
been the
he thinks
major-
that he's going. I mean, Zeke roars. He's a Titan, so he's like,
Yeah, I'm gonna die anyways. Yeah, and then of course there was, on the action side of things, there was Zeke who showed up.
ちょっと遅れたが、なんとか約束の場所にたどり着いたか。
yeah. Which we
Did I-
talked about how it didn't seem right that he was just standing up there throwing things while Aaron's trying to hobble to him. Like, we know he's not good in close combat, but he could have jumped down and just met him halfway.
Well, I don't know if it's not this, because I said that before. I'm like, okay, I get it. He's staying back and pitching because that's what he's good at. He's got great aim, and we know with all the baseball references and stuff. But it's like, at the same time, you can at least jump down the wall, and
Just
it
meet
just
him
seems
halfway.
weird that he's just sitting there like, "Come, Aaron," and Aaron's like limping his way towards him. He's got Reiner and Porco, and you have all this, the whole war going on, a battlefield. Aaron's limping his way toward, and Zeke's just kind of up there throwing rocks. And by the way, he has no peripheral vision. We learned that from
All the things happening next to him, he didn't
from
even
when
notice.
Levi killed him the first time. He has-
Killed him the first time. The first time he died.
he lost twice to Levi. So he could have just hopped down the wall. You know what I mean? And
Yeah, it would've
stood
made
on
more
ground
sense.
level. Except maybe if he did that, he'd be putting himself in risk. But it didn't matter anyways because they blew his
They
neck
still
off.
got him.
Also, completely unrelated. Not completely unrelated. Well, I don't know. I'll talk about it later.
Well, no, now I'm curious.
I'm trying to think of everything that
I
happened.
think I really had any other notes. I think that my important things were Keith, my drawing of Yelena, Gabby and Falco, and Gabby's character arc. Because even though I will say that she's not a favorite character, I do think that she's redeemed herself a little bit from killing Sasha because of how they're changing her and how they're using her.
Well, I think that, I don't know. I mean, everyone has their own opinions on the
Everyone has their own
character, so-
opinions.
Yeah, I can't be like frustrated that people don't like Gabby because it's 100% fair.
Mm-hmm.
But I think it's just because I never cared. Like, I like Sasha, I do, but she wasn't like a
main character for you, like a favorite.
Yeah, well, I mean, no, I liked her, but to me, she was like the comic relief. Like,
Yeah.
she was a good character. Like, I liked her. She was funny, but she didn't do anything in season 3.
Yeah, well, that's what I'm saying.
She
Like, I like
played-
Gabby, but she didn't make my list. So.
Yeah, she didn't she just like I said, she didn't do anything throughout season 3 really. And same thing, despite having like her own solo episode in season 2, she didn't really do anything in season 2 either. So it's like her death didn't impact me that much. It didn't impact the show. It sucked because to me at that moment that she died, it was like declaring funny's over. Like, we're getting serious
Fun's
now.
gone.
Yeah. So to me, that was like, that's all the show was saying when it killed off Sasha, or I guess the manga, because that came first. But that's all it was saying, was just like, you know, getting rid of the comedic character because this show's about to get serious.
I think it sucked because, like, from the beginning, like, she was a character that I was like, I just was drawn to her.
Yeah.
Like, I guess because she was funny and she kind of brought some comedy to it, you know? I related to her. It was just, I don't know, it was really sad to see her get killed. And then I really didn't like Gabby's attitude with her Dragon Falco everywhere. And
Right.
I wasn't a fan, okay?
I even like how they turned that in this episode.
Yeah.
With her being like, I'm not gonna run out by myself.
Even though that's what she's been doing
Yeah,
this
even though
entire
that's what she
time.
did when she got her and Falco like into this mess to begin with, was like her being like, I'm not gonna run off by myself, like, and leave him here.
Yeah, she went back
It's like,
for
yeah,
him.
you see that complete 180 she's made. So
Yeah, so I do like her now that they've redeemed her a little bit. She's still not on my favorites list, but she is better.
Yeah, no, I think that pretty much covers everything. I mean, obviously you have a little Yelena, who I can't quite figure out yet.
I don't like her at all. Like, I don't like
I
the way
like-
her character looks. I don't like the way she...
I like it just because it's so weird. I think she'd be she's a fun character, at least for me.
I don't know. Okay, so do you remember in the very first season whenever I said I didn't like Hanj? But then she ended up becoming, like, my favorite character just about because of how quirky and weird she was.
Yeah.
I don't see the same thing with Yelena. Like,
No,
I really just don't. She rubs me the wrong way. She irritates me.
Fair enough. But also, Hanj had several seasons to, like, grow on you.
Yeah. Yelena's only got...
Yelena's only got, like,
And so far she
10
ain't doing it.
episodes
Her
left.
face. I think that should be a thing. I think every episode we should try to draw Yelena's facial expressions.
I won't, but I'll let you.
No, you should do one too.
I think that pretty much sums it up. There's not a whole lot of like reaction heavy stuff I don't think that happened in this episode. And I felt the same about last episode. Like, even if we were reacting to it, there wasn't very many moments that really, I think the Levi scene in the beginning, but even then it was pretty quickly that we were like, he's not dead.
He's not dead.
Like,
I think at first we were like, oh my god, and then we
he's
were
dead,
kind of like,
he's not blinking, and then it's like, oh well, no, he's still alive. she rolled into the river with
There's
him.
no way they killed him off like that.
Yeah.
No
This
way.
is completely unrelated, but we were talking about it before. I don't remember how we got on that topic. Talked about it out there. But I'm going to reiterate it again. Because I don't remember how I linked this in season 4 when we were talking about it initially. But it was Annie and Aaron fusing. Remember I brought that up and you're like...
Yeah, because I didn't remember that.
Oh, because we were talking about how quick Levi took... How the Beast Titan would be really bad at close quarters combat. Then I'm like, no, you don't really know that because Levi took out Annie easily, and he took out Aaron several times just sweeping in and cutting back his neck. Then I was trying to think of the moment when that happened. I was like, well, when did Levi cut Aaron out of the Titan? And I'm like, oh, he did it whenever Aaron was fusing with Annie. And I was like, why was Aaron fusing with Annie? It was right before Annie turned herself into an egg when Aaron grabbed and like ripped the back of her Titan up and then exposed her. And then he's staring at her, and then all of a sudden their Titans start to like meld together and fuse. And then Levi swung in and then cut Aaron out, and he's like, don't eat her, idiot, or don't eat her, you brat, whatever he said. He's like, don't eat our prisoner, you brat.
That sounds like a Levi thing.
Yeah, and then that was the end of it. But I always was wondering, I'm like, was that just a thing that happened in the season because they're still trying to work things out? Like the Colossal Titan, when Titans, the Colossal Titan just disappearing and there was no body there. Or when he transformed, he didn't explode.
Yeah.
Like he's been doing.
Like maybe they were going to do something with the Titan fusing thing and it just never worked out, but they never did explain that or do anything else with that. But I don't really remember it. I realize that as we're talking about this show that there's a lot in season 1, 2, and 3 that just feels very fuzzy.
Yeah, it's been a long time, so it's fair enough.
Like, I don't remember anything about the female Titan, really, except for that she ran a lot.
Anyways, but I have more to say, but we're going to cut it out before it gets too long.
Yeah.
We'll have plenty of episodes to talk about this stuff, so. And right now, a lot of it's just theorizing. It's like, we can just watch next episode and find out. Thank you guys so much for watching. Leave a like if you guys enjoy, subscribe if you want to see more. There's more coming out for you guys soon, and until then.
Peace out.
Talk to y'all later. Bye.
The hat was a bad choice.